Now it's gonna be that much better for framing. I'm gonna reload the bucket. I'll reload the machine, do a round like this, and then do the last round just with the bare hand. And then we're gonna work on some transferring, how to get better at transferring. I'm gonna show you even how to do that while you're even catching the ball, all right? So that's gonna be the next one. Let me reload the machine. I've taken one of the weights off, reloaded the machine, and just trying to be real quiet and frame it. Yeah, it's super slow, like 30 miles an hour. But the thing is, just to work on the machine, I gotta throw it in the middle, go to the inside corner, outside corner. You gotta be ready with that pitch coming in. That part towards the inside. See, you want to be quiet with it. Right in here, you ready? Boom, right there. Right. Put your knee. And you notice your back kind of wants to be like a C in here. That way you can get that low one. You can get the low one right there. Kind of like a crouch. You're in here. You can get that real low one. Boom. And framing it, being real quiet. This is gonna be your bread and butter. It's gonna be most of your practice. This frame. A lot of catchers get obsessed with the throw to second, and that's good. You're gonna throw to second maybe about 5 times in the game, but you're gonna catch hundreds. You know, at least 100 pitches from different pitches. So you want to be able to get that low pitch. You want to be able to be ready here, slow, low, low, that change up for that curveball, and get about 10, 15 balls that would be balls of strike. That's what the coach is going to be impressed with. The coach is going to be impressed with your leadership skills, you know? Of course, pop time is important, right? But we're talking about leadership skills as the catcher. How you move behind the plate, right? How you frame. Pitchers will love you if you can get that borderline pitch. You're going to be their best friends, right? Good. But let me talk to you real quick. So, a lot of times people do get obsessed with their throws to the bases, so they want to show off that cannon arm. And I want you to show off that cannon arm. But at the same time, I want you to be efficient back here. Work off your left knee, work off your right knee. Get that inside pitch, get the outside pitch, get the high pitch, get the low pitch. You know, working on your framing, being real smooth, having a weight on. So as you see, I had the 5 pounds on. Now I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna try to work. Now I feel like a feather. Now I feel like I can frame anything. I feel like I can frame like a weighted ball. That's how strong I feel right now. So again, I'm gonna reload the machine, do a round like that, and then we'll do a blocking round. Obviously, it's kind of slow, but just to, you know, the ball's coming, just so you can get the knee down. You'll know when you buy these wrist weights, you take the weights off, you'll see how much better everything is here, how smoother you are, and receiving that pitch. So you don't want to grab it and pull up. You want to catch it where it's at, but you want to frame here. Boom. You want to be stiff. When you catch, you catch. The umpire's going to like you a lot better. I have a lot of umpires that are friends. They tell me these things. They hate when catchers drag it up. It's almost like you're trying to show them up. You know what I mean? So you're here. Boom. Inside corner, see? And you leave it there. And you take a picture with it. That's what you want to do. Here. Pop. Right? You're comfortable back here. That's what the machine's designed for. Get you comfortable back there. Do this 100, 150 times if you're in high school. If you're a freshman, you're trying to go to varsity. You're a junior, you're trying to be the senior catcher, you're trying to be the leader. Boom, right? Obviously, you have a better glove than me. This is a super old glove, super old gear, but it gets the job done for a coach. I'm just a coach, I'm not a player, but I can get you guys better, right? And so that's what we're trying to work on. And then so once you've worked on everything, you have an option. You can take it off and do some more barehanded, or what you could do is put a couple of balls here, get further back, and just kind of work on some blocking. Here, you're framing, and just some easy block. Obviously, it's not hard blocking. It's just kind of getting in position here. You're seeing the ball. You know you're not gonna catch it. So you're just gonna do a couple of blocks here. You know you're not gonna make the catch. You turn into a hockey goalie, and that's it. So that's the framing aspect of today's practice, right? We're just going through the motion. You're trying to be real quiet with the hand. You can also finish up. Um, you know, you can also finish up with like the final 4. Just with your bare hand, if you want to. You can be here and just boom. Just really work on your finger strength, right? You can finish up that in here. right there, right? Really just grabbing that ball, really getting that grip. Here, boom, right towards your knees, getting comfortable back here, trying to get that low pitch. Here it comes, right there, where your hand's not moving. Yeah, I know it's a slow machine. That's all right. You're just doing reps. That's another thing. You young guys, you want to go 100% on each single rep. Don't do that. At the gym, when you're warming up, you start with the bar. Say you bench with 25, you start with the bar. You maybe put some 25s on, and then 35, 45, and then a plate and a half or whatever, and then you finally max out to 25, say 5, 10 reps, right? So the point is this: you're not maxing out all the time. When you're working on your running, you're not maxing out. When you're doing bullpen, you're not maxing out all the time.